Everybody, and welcome to our first edition of eFuse News, where we give you the latest tips and tricks on how to master this ever-popular, growing brand new game called Elvouts. Hi, my name is Andrew.
And I'm Amy Morris.
And we thank you guys very, very much for tuning in. Amy, how have you been? It's been a while since we've done this.
I know, right?
So long. Yeah, but no, actually, I'm glad that you actually came in today to go talk about the game. So, I heard you had some questions actually that some of the fans had asked, so we're actually here to address a lot of those questions. So whenever you're ready, just fire away and I'll be more happy to answer them.
Well, my first question is, what inspired you to make the game?
What really inspired me to make the game was the fact that I was playing trading card games ever since I was a little kid. I had no idea what they were. I started drawing them before Pokemon came out. Pokemon inspired me a huge much, and then I was like, you know what? There's a lot of things that I want in the trading card game. So I'm like, instead of writing to the companies, I'm just gonna go ahead and make one myself. And now we're here doing Elvouts. Thumbs up, guys. And we're getting ready to do some really amazing things with it, and I love the game so much.
How long did it take you to make one?
To make one card, when I was first doing it, it probably took like 3 hours because I had to cut up the little paper, and then I had to draw with the little pencil, and then start coloring with everything. It was not my finest work, just to let you guys know. And then I actually went to school for graphic design. Holler all those grads out there for graphic design. And we actually just got everything together, got the packaging going, got the cards going, and ever since that, it's just been a snowball of wonderful effects going on with the game.
So this is a long process.
Hugely long. Started when I was 8, I am now 28, so really the game is about 20 years old, but it's actually having its first birthday actually this year.
That's fascinating.
It's pretty awesome, I have to say.
What is your favorite fusion combo?
My favorite fusion combo, that's a really good question. Personally, I love fire and I love air because I love to fly, and when you fuse those together, you get lightning, super fast play, get your opponent's shots right in the beginning of it. You can play and match the spell cards, you can do quick attacks on them, and honestly, lightning, this set is probably the best way to go, but you have to look out because any fusion any given day can wipe you out.
What is the game exactly about?
The game is exactly about this. When you wake up in a far out universe is when the game started out, there was a huge meteor that crashed into the world. Instead of it destroying the world, we were given the granted power of elements. Now, the key to Elvouts is actually called the evolution of fusion. So, if you start off as your sign, let's say you're a Virgo for example, because that's my sign, hashtag Virgos rock. You start off with your earth sign. From that, you fuse with the fire element. You get magma. Now, you can choose the path of either light or dark. You can be light magma or dark magma. And then you have a whole other concept of holy or chaos. So the game is initially about fusing your elements together, finding the right combination to overpower your opponent and take the victory for the win.
Where does one purchase a game like this?
Right now, exclusively, you can get it on www.elvouts.com. We do have a lot of vendors interested in carrying the game. We're going to have it in sale for a lot of other retailers soon, such as your Targets, the Walmarts. We're even looking into Toys R Us, and actually we're getting ready to go overseas to go into that market over there.
What's the best game, like the best way for a person to start out?
The best way to start off playing Elvouts is, I always recommend with any game, you want to buy the booster decks. You don't want to buy the packs just yet. Once you get familiar with the game and you understand the strategies, that's the best way to go to enhance your play. But start off with either with the treasure box, start off with the treasure chest, because we have treasure chests so 2 players can play the game, but ultimately you want to start off with the decks and then just build up your strategy from there.
That sounds really interesting. Why Elvouts?
Why Elvouts? We went through so many different names. Eventually, the first name actually was called Elemental Fusion, and I felt that was going to cause some confusion of other games that out there that have that element play in there. So then we went with a different name that was just way too difficult to pronounce. I can't even pronounce it anymore. It's just been through that practice. So we went with the Elvouts just because it combined elements, it combined fusion, and it combined the word fusionist. Because in this game, not only are you venturing out, but you would be considered a fusionist.
Oh, so it makes sense that your fans are called fusionists.
Correct. So when you start off the game, you can get up to 3 fusionists. And in the game we're actually working on right now, you're going to have a party of 4. So you are actually the 4th party member in that game.
Really?
Yes.
So interesting. Will when it will be available?
Very, 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 very soon. Our company actually has a closed lip policy on when everything's going to be released. But again, if you go on to Elvouts.com, you will find out all the information in regards to when the game's going to get released. Right now, exclusively, you can get it online.
You mentioned something earlier about Japan.
Yes, yes we did.
Why Japan?
Japan is where everything started for us with this trading card game. We actually have an office over in Japan right now. We had a huge showing for our fan base for our game, and we want to bring it to the east side, bring it back to the west side, and back and forth just to show unity, because this game is not only about fusing elements, it's about fusing worlds, and I'm really into that.
That sounds ridiculously fun.
It is really fun. I can't even get lit in regards to this on camera right now, but I'm just telling you, it's just the energy that this game brings is phenomenal. I've seen matches where I personally should have lost, didn't lose, come back, and believe it or not, I have been beaten a couple times during the playtest, unfortunately. But great players all the way around the world, so it's just a really fun game. You don't know what's gonna happen. It's probably the best trading card game that plays like a role-playing game, which is why I love this game so much. So if you ever played Kingdom Hearts, especially Final Fantasy or anything like that into this field, this is what you want to go for.
So can anyone play the game?
Anyone can play the game. I do recommend that kids over the age of 8 would be able to play, just because they'll have the math skills required to go play the game. But really, what I've noticed so far, I've seen a 6-year-old play this game. Really smart 6-year-old, obviously, because this game gets super crazy. But it's really easy to pick up, actually. It takes about 7 minutes to learn, but I can guarantee you, I've been playing this for 20 years and I haven't even mastered it yet.
Wow, you're not a master?
I'm the Fusion King. I never said I was a master.
Well, thank you so much, Andrew, for coming in today.
Well, thank you so much for having me. And listen, guys, if you guys are really interested about this game, we do have another video coming out very soon of how to play against the game. I do have a really talented player coming on our set rather soon, just to give us another demo of how the game actually works. We'll show you guys some tips and tricks, walk you through some of the cards, and if you guys are still interested, again, check us out at www.elvouts.com, and be sure to connect to us with all of our social media. My name's Andrew.
And I'm Amy.
And thank you so much for the first edition of Fusion News. Take care, guys.